Okay, so this video is in response to a request that we post our rig and talk through it. This is it. I'll start with my guitar. It's a Gretsch 6128 TDS. I think it's like a 94. Sounds okay. When I first got it, the Bigsby was on crooked, which would explain why I probably got such a good deal on it. But I took it to a shop and they moved it, and now it plays pretty slick. Take you over here to my amp. Pay no attention to the ashdown. That's getting ready for a bass head that I'm going to order because I like to play with bass. But this is the amp that I'm coming through. These are the settings I play with when I'm at the house. So this is to keep my wife happy. When I play live, I'm about right there. Down here, we have the board. I'm using, this looks awfully familiar to a lot of you, I know. But I come in, I've got my junction box here. Guitar goes into this. From the junction box, I go directly into my Timon Klein looper. And in the loops, I've got my tuner here, which is the Polytune. My full tone, Clyde. Here I've got my Joyride for a first stage overdrive. My M drive, which intentionally was originally going to be my second stage. I love it so much that it just kind of always stays on. So anytime I want to boost, I'll play with the M drive on and then I boost with my Joyride. It gives it a little more sparkle when I'm having to cut through a little bit. Then I've got my Sigma drive in the chain, and it is off the hook. I love it. I wish I could just play with it on all the time, but that probably wouldn't be appropriate for most applications. The only alternate would be to play with a metal zone all the time, which I choose not to do. Anyway, then we got my Jekyll & Hyde, which is not plugged in right now, and it is for sale. I would sell it for about $60 if anybody wants it. Saving that real estate for a Micropop. Let's see. My next row here, I start with my timeline in the chain, which goes into my quarter note delay, DD5. Here I've got an 8th note delay. Usually when I'm running these guys, I'm staying out of the timeline. If I'm on the fly and we need to do something live that's not that hasn't been rehearsed or it's improv, it's easier for me right now just to stick with these two guys since this is a relatively new pedal for me. After my delays, I'm going into my Flint, which I keep on for sweet 60s reverb. It's also got an excellent tremolo. I love this one because you can actually tap in the tempo to the tremolo. When it's not engaged, when it's in bypass, it still registers the clicks. So if I'm playing something else, and like right now my tap pedal is plugged into the front of my looper, I've got 4 tap outs. So 1 goes to this guy, 2 goes to these guys, and 1 goes to my tremolo. So we're always in time, regardless of which pedals are engaged. Finally, I go into my Blue Sky, which I only use for really the shimmer. I could have got away with the shim verb, but I would use that just as much as I use this guy. And this one, I figure I could use it for other purposes if I get tired of trying to find reasons to use the shim. All this is being powered by a fuel tank by T-Rex. It's nice and clean. I love it. So I would do a recording so that you could hear what it sounds like, but it's not going to sound really good coming through this iPhone. But that's pretty much it. Thanks for looking.